everyone, it's Military Snake. I'm recording this while driving home. Just wanted to give you guys an update as to my current status, considering that I haven't given you guys any videos that I have been promising. For those of you who aren't in the Discord servers that I'm in, or for you who don't talk to me on Twitter or anything, I am still making videos. The way that this is going to work, though, right? It's going to be a bit weird. I have 20 days until my wedding. That is from the day of recording this, which is the 16th of November, 2025 AD. I'm getting married 20 days from now. So the preparations are coming on. Everything's a bit stressful. I'm working as hard as I can at my, out in the real world job to make enough money and save enough so that our honeymoon can be something nice. Somebody has gifted us their vacation house in Hawaii as their wedding gift to us for like 2 weeks. So that's where we're spending our honeymoon. And most likely the extent of my electronics out there will be my phone and maybe a laptop, but it won't be anything that I can make videos off of. So basically from the 8th of December to the 22nd, 23rd, no one will be hearing from me, most likely. All right? Maybe on Twitter, maybe a little on Discord, but I don't know. The way that the videos are being structured right now is that I'm working on a response to a video from Lucid talking about Capture the Flag. That video will be coming out fairly soon, I hope. I'm at the point in the script where if I just hammer out the rest of the writing in like a day, I can record the voice lines, get the footage edited, and possibly have it out by my wedding. It's going to be tight, so I don't know if that's possible. And if I don't get it out around the time of my wedding, I'm sorry. Things will become a lot easier and more focused once I'm married, once I'm home, and then eventually once the holidays are over, because as soon as we get back, it's Christmas and New Year's. So I've got to, think about that. The January will definitely be the month where I start like really getting good at this YouTube stuff, I think, because it's like I also am contracted to write video game music, and that will be needing to happen very soon. I've actually been saying that for a couple of years, but this time it's for real. There's been a lot of like changes in the development team over the years, but this time they've got a good crew. They're working real hard, and eventually audio implementation is going to have to start. So I got to start learning all that stuff alongside the YouTube stuff and my other job. I'm working on trying to find a consistent schedule for live streaming. I think Tuesday evenings, at least in my time zone, are good for me. And then any other times during the week, I don't really know. But I believe, I think that my schedule and my ability to make videos will improve in the new year. It's kind of nice how that lines up, because everyone's all like, new year, new me, and like nothing really ever changes. But this year is going to change a lot, because I'm going to be married, and life is going to get really, really good. I mean, sure, it has its ups and downs, as anyone else's does, but it's going to get really good, I think, going forward. Anyways, back to the video schedule. Ooh, there's a big puddle. I'm going to hit the puddle. Aw, I'm slowing down because of the red light next to the puddle. No. Whoa. Well, I got to hit the puddle pretty big there. Got it all over my windshield. I wish you guys could see right now, but my camera kept crapping out on my phone. That's the other thing, too. I don't have a camera anymore, so streaming becomes a lot more difficult for me because I don't like not having my camera on. I like actually showing my face to the internet. I don't like hiding, really, to not have it up. I mean, it's not like it's anything special. Like, I've got a music channel where everyone can see it, and like the government has access to it anyway, so who cares? Who cares if some people on the internet see who I am, right? But anyways, back to the video schedule. So the Lucid video is top priority. On the side, I'm still working on the 100 Days of Medic, and that will probably be my last TF2 video essay, at least on that channel. The Major Rager channel might have, like just second channel rants and stuff about the state of the community or whatever, but I'm gonna try to distance myself from it as much as possible. I still love the game for as screwed up as it is, and the people, the good people are few and far between, and I will keep in contact with the good people and help out in whatever projects I'm able to, but that's gonna be on the down low, and for the most part I want to distance myself from what TF2 really is right now, in the sense of like YouTubers being a ton of liars and you having to buy into the lies to even get into the game. I want to play the game more as a team game, which means play only with friends on Steam or family members. I'm going to need to get or build a PC for my soon-to-be wife because she wants to play it with me. I'm going to need to play it with my sister, who's in college right now, and she wants to play it with me. So I'm still going to be playing TF2, but the videos will change. I want to get back into Pre-Fortress 2 when it comes onto Steam. That is assuming that the release is actually good, which I am not confident that it will be, but time will tell. TF2 Gold Rush will be coming out soon, and they changed their design focus from being historically accurate to historically accurate with a big asterisk next to it. So we'll see if I make videos with that. TF2 Classic, I'm not too sure. I don't really want to make videos with that anymore unless it's the competitive scene. But even then, the competitive scene I'm just not as into because they formalized it a bit too much for my liking. What I did play recently was Quake Team Fortress, actually. The Fortress 1 fork has a decent community that does play games like every day, just impromptu. Like, they never schedule it. They just ping each other, and it's all like old guys who have been playing the game since like 96 or something, and I'm joining them, and I played my first games with them recently, and it was a lot of fun. It was great playing as a team and all that good stuff. Really made me appreciate the speed of Quake a lot more, and the age of the game. It really felt like a genuine team experience. Felt like really what Team Fortress 2 ought to have been. But the other video that I need to make is the sniper video, the defensive sniper, the objective assessment of sniper. And that video right now, with the script is set up, the script is still in its rough draft, but the way that it's currently set up, it's aiming to be about 6 hours long, which is probably longer than the 100 Days of Medic video. So there's a lot to do. Most of this stuff is going to happen within the first 2 to 3 months of the new year, I believe. So 2026 is going to be my year. I'm also setting up a new channel in secret. No one gets to know about it yet, and I probably won't even tell anyone. You'll have to go find it. But there's a new channel where I want to strictly just make the stuff that I am actually passionate about, which are more objective assessments of video game franchises at large, but going game by game in detail as though it's just, the standalone game. So like the video would be segmented into parts. So it would be like one video would be like, just say that I make a video about the Doom franchise, right? The first video would be about Doom and all of its expansion packs. The second video would be about Doom 2 and all of its expansion packs. And then, there's more and more until you get up to Dark Ages and all this other stuff. And that's kind of how I want to do it with like all franchises that I've played, and then that's how I want to get into new franchises that I've never played before. For example, I've never played Halo, and I want to play Halo through that, and it would involve, many playthroughs of the games, going over it in such detail that every nuance possible can be captured to like judge the game based on its actual merit. And that's really what I want to do. That's what I'm passionate about, because I enjoy finding the real value in stuff outside of personal sentimentality. Like, don't get me wrong, that's a good thing to have, but it means a lot more when you can take the game outside of your bias and see just how much there is really worth enjoying, and whether or not your taste lines up with that. And it's kind of interesting because this format will introduce me to a lot of new genres and a lot of older games and a lot of older methods of play that I'm really interested in getting into, because in so doing, this entire grand experiment will basically be, because this is an experiment really, but this assessment that I'll be making of games and stuff that I'll be posting publicly is in reality my method of experimenting to see where video games started dropping off in terms of quality and why they don't really stick as much, and why it's not just like me being stuck in my generation that says that, but it's like an objective look at the games and saying, like, you know, nothing hits the same anymore. Like, you get a lot of sentiment like that, and a lot of it's true. So I want to do that. But before that can even happen, I gotta finish my last 3 military snake videos. And then when that's done, I want to go back to just making, you know, simply edited videos of gameplay, right? Just raw gameplay, like my Pre-Fortress 2 videos used to be. I regret unlisting those Pre-Fortress videos, I really do, because there's so much gold in there, really, and I regret unlisting them, and I can't make them public anymore without changing the actual publishing date, and I don't want to do that. I also unlisted the former Lucid videos that I did, not the one that I did with my fiance about his pyro video, because that video genuinely sucked, but the other ones that I did that I've kind of become a meme for in his Discord. And it's not because I'm like trying to hide the fact that I ever gave bad criticism, because I fully acknowledge I gave bad criticism. It's just that it was so misinformed that I've unlisted them. People can still access them if they have the right playlist, but it doesn't suit my channel to have it up. And I'm not trying to erase history. Like, I fully admit, like, as much as I still stick to the core of what I believed at the time, there was so much better ways that I could have said it that I think taking it down is just the better way to do it, and probably reapproaching the subject one day in like a different light would probably benefit the subject more than keeping those up and being like, oh, but you said this a while back. It's like, yes, I know, I did, and I'm sorry. And I'm like, I'm not revoking the video necessarily, but I am just like cleaning up my channel outlook, I suppose. You get what I mean? I'm not hiding. It's just cleaning up, I suppose. I don't know. Probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's what I'm going to be doing. And then, yeah, I don't really know what else. I want to, like, figure out a way to post on a YouTube alternative of sorts, because, like, YouTube, the way it's gone right now, is basically some Indian scam site. Like, there's so many ads, and my browser doesn't have ads, because I use the right browser, and I use the right blockers, but, YouTube for a lot of people is just a miserable place, and with the prices they charge, especially, you know what's tipped me over the edge in trying to find a YouTube alternative, honestly, is the fact that they have now crushed all videos on their site to have a certain bit rate that they didn't used to have, because you could upload YouTube videos in full quality at a point, and they've compressed it more and more to the point where they paywall the actual bitrate of the video, and even then I've heard reports that not even the enhanced bitrate is the actual video, and that's stupid because YouTube has the resources and the money to just leave it all up and not paywall it, but they're paywalling it, and I don't want to support that anymore. I don't want to be a part of that, so I'm trying to find a YouTube alternative. I know it's hard because YouTube alternatives still rely on ads, but you could still make a financially successful platform without needing that many ads. Really, at that point, all you need is just to make enough money to store the videos, right? So I'm wondering, maybe type me in the comments, if there are any good YouTube alternatives that I can turn to. I could post my videos, especially like when I make my objective analysis channel. I want to post those videos on YouTube, sure, because they'll get the most traction there, but almost more so, I want to post those videos on a website that I want to make. Like, I want to make my own website, either using the NeoCities platform or something akin to that, because that allows me to like make the website look nice and creative and not like some, you know, dingy, corporate, hyper minimalist, flat looking, you know, basically what looks like another scam site. So I want to do that, but at the same time, I want to upload on YouTube because that's what'll get the most traction. But I want YouTube to be the place where I can lead people towards my website, and possibly the YouTube alternative as well, because that's probably where I would want to actually make the money. And then like Patreon, maybe for like $1 a donation, because the ads on YouTube don't pay as much as they used to anymore. So it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure how to do the monetization thing, because I hate asking for money on Patreon, but it really seems like the best way to like just keep some hardcore fans and stuff. Also, really, YouTube alternatives make the internet seem less dead by nature of there being so few users that it really just seems like you can trust that the people who watch and comment on the videos are real to some extent. But I don't know, maybe they're all bot infested and that's why they're all dead too. Well, maybe that's why they're not as populated. But YouTube is so bot ridden and like, you know, fake views and fake likes and fake comments, just like on Twitter and Instagram and all this other stuff. And it's like, I don't want to do the short content. I don't want to do short form content because that's just soulless, miserable stuff. It's a petty excuse to get information out, and like, you get good information from it, right? Sure, but it's not the same way as a video essay where it feels more like I'm writing a book that just happens to be in video format. That's what I like doing. I like writing books and then posting them in a video format because that's just what's easiest for me. It's what I know how to do. I do really good at it. So yeah, and that's what the Lucid video is going to be. That's what the Sniper video is going to be, and that's what the 100 Days of Medic is going to be. So those last three video essays for Military Snake are kind of going to be the test bed, I suppose, for that formula that I want to adhere to. In other news, I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm getting married. I'm on my own now. I'm living somewhere. You know, it's a good place for what it is. You know, for what it is, it's quite comfy. It's nice. My wife and I, my soon-to-be wife, we're gonna have some good times together for the rest of our lives. Have some kids. You know, I'm really looking forward to that. I wish TF2 could be in a state where I would actually want to introduce my kids to it, but the way it is right now, the way it looks to be, you know, it's not a game I'm going to want to introduce my kids to, like, ever, really. Unless we were to play some other version of it, like an old version, like Xbox 360 version or PS3 version, which I know is down, but who knows, maybe they can get the servers back up for the PS3. I mean, technology and programmers, you know, they only get better. So I'm starting to think that, like, if somebody was smart enough, they could figure out how to get the TF2 servers back up. Maybe even online functionality for most PS3 games. I mean, I know they're doing that for a couple Xbox 360 games, but I know the PS3 is a completely different, like, beast. I've been talking a lot. I don't really know what else there is to say. Just that videos are coming. I'm going to try to get a video out before I get married and go off to Hawaii for like 2 weeks. If I don't get it out, I'm sorry. I really am. I've been trying my best. I really, really have been. Life, you know? You get as old as I am, I suppose, and it's not that old, relatively speaking, but you get old and responsibilities start happening, and now YouTube is starting to seem more like a job, where like it's another source of revenue, or should be another source of revenue. Really, what I want to treat the internet like the place it used to be, where it's just a place to be abjectly creative, and it's best to be that while also just in the back of your mind intuiting that there is money to be made here. But it's not like I'm not chasing the money. That's not why I'm making the objective analysis series or why I'm doing any of this. I'm doing this because I love doing it. Like, there's no financial incentive for me to respond to Lucid's video, especially considering that Lucid video didn't get that popular at all compared to some of his other videos. I'm just doing this for the love of the game. It's just hard because it's so focused on making the money now. There's no reward for doing it creatively because, I mean, places have access to the internet and they shouldn't, and they ruin the internet. You know, where the bot farms live, and certain countries having access that just shouldn't have access because all they do is ruin it in every conceivable way. Honest dialogue is crushed by bots or just really, really stupid people. And that goes for just about anywhere. And then it gets to the point where even the YouTubers themselves are stupid, and you interact with them, and like, I've had one good interaction with a YouTuber on Twitter, really, and that was after starting with a bad interaction that we eventually resolved in DMs, and it was very respectful, thankfully, but like, man, it for a second there I was like, oh great, I've made another enemy, and it's like, I didn't want that, but I'm glad it didn't come to that, because that just would have sucked, you know. But yeah, I'm just trying to get stuff going with the marriage and all. The job I have right now, it's cool. I'm good at it. I like what I do, but the drive really kills me. And as is probably the common theme amongst my generation, especially of young men, my sentiment just comes down to, I want better than this. And with YouTube or whatever other site comes along that can reward my creativity more, I want that to be made out to be the better thing. I want better than this by making the things I do the better thing, you know? I want to work from home being a music composer and a YouTuber. That would be amazing, because like, I'm contracted to work for what will essentially be like 10 games with this one company, and it'll be great. So that hopefully will make some money. And you know, maybe I get another job that I don't hate as much, or that doesn't require me to drive as far. Maybe I can live in an actual house one day instead of where I live right now. Maybe I can move to another state where the taxes are better and the people are better, where I don't have to live like 1 block away from the hood. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's right now I'm just facing all that stuff that Gen Z is facing right now, or has been facing. It's kind of my turn as the younger end of it, but I have related to much of what the older variant of me has been experiencing, especially considering that I've been kind of forced to grow up way quicker than perhaps I should have. But I can blame COVID for that, because COVID really screwed with a lot of us, I'm sure, and with me in particular. I got lost, did some bad things, and now I'm on the right track. Now I'm like really healing and stuff. So I'm just, yeah. Anyways, bit of a personal topic there, but I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna get home and just edit this, get this up on the channel, and then get back to writing some more Lucid script, and hopefully that'll be up soon. The editing of the video itself actually should be pretty easy. Right now it's the script. The script is really just what's been kicking me hard right now. Trying to formally structure it and make sure I'm not filling it up with a bunch of needless fluff. It sounds kind of redundant. It's just I don't want to fill the script up with fluff. I've got friends and family proofreading it, which is the first time I've ever done something like that. So it's been really helpful to have that. And enter the dirt road. And yeah, I think the Lucid video will be the best video I've ever made in regards of like production quality, I think, because I've got like people that have been helping me more than I've ever had help with. And hopefully I'll get some interviews with bot hosters soon again, because bots are back in TF2, as you guys probably know, with them trying to fill up slots in casual mode, and casual taking much longer to kick them than a quick play server would. Just saying. And yeah, there's a lot of drama going on right now. But I've got bot hosters that saw my one interview, and they're like, "Oh, hey, can you interview me? Because I got stuff to say." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, fine." Because I don't care. I mean, what are they gonna do to me, right? Besides, with that, I get to be in on the group and like get to relay information to people that they allow me to have, because it's just they like giving us what they think is a sporting chance. So at least they're good sports about it. Anyway, I'm home, so I'm gonna get this video up. That's my update for y'all. Happy Sunday. God bless. I'll see you guys soon. Prayers for my wedding, please, and for the honeymoon. I know it's gonna be great, but some prayers would be helpful. Bye.